It's going to be a situation because a lot of kids are talking about it, and I've already called your mother, and she's on her way down here. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, you're not in trouble, but again, your family is famous. All of these kids are saying that your sister is famous, and it's going to be a problem because it's going to cause a disruption for the school. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? My sister is famous. I have one sister, and she is from Berkeley, California. I seen her last weekend. She's not famous.
Hold on, everyone. Keyshia Cole is back in the headlines, but this time it's not her words making waves. Her brother Elijah, who's usually out of the spotlight, just spoke out. He openly criticized Keyshia and their entire family, admitting he wished he had listened to his adoptive relatives and kept his distance.
At 13 years old, having to find out that my sister is Keyshia Cole and that someone famous said my name on TV, and now I have a whole nother family that I didn't even know existed. Resenting and leaving the house because I didn't understand that I had a whole nother family that I wanted to figure out and find out, while my mother said that she was trying to protect me from, but I didn't get it because, again, I was a child.
After discovering that Keyshia Cole was his biological sister, you might think Elijah would be thrilled, but he wasn't. For him, it felt like opening a can of worms he couldn't close. Being famous didn't make Keyshia any kinder. They used him for drama on their reality show, mocked his sexuality, and then abandoned him again, despite pretending to be happy to welcome him. Elijah's story is shocking, messy, and heartbreaking, showing just how complicated family ties can be when fame, betrayal, and personal struggles collide in ways no one expects.
You ready? Are we up? I want you to understand that I'm going to be talking about everything that led up from 18 to now in my adult life living in this close adoption. This story is going to get sick. It's going to get dark. It's going to get twisted. I want you to have patience. You're going to judge me. That's okay. I want you to judge me because those are real feelings and emotions.
These days, people mostly talk about Keyshia Cole because of her messy relationships. But back in 2006 to 2008, Keyshia and her family were always in the spotlight thanks to her reality show, Keyshia Cole. The Way It Is. Even though she often acted like the family's moral guide and claimed to be on a path of healing, she didn't hesitate when her family disrupted someone else's life just to create drama for the cameras. In fact, it was through this show that Elijah first found out he was related to Keyshia and their mom, Frankie.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, did you say Keyshia Cole? Now, I was gagged because she said Keyshia Cole was my sister, and I was still kind of stuck because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's like, no, Keyshia Cole is your sister. They said your name on TV Friday night, and you know I watch all of the shows.
Before all of this happened, Elijah was just a regular high school student. All he knew about Keyshia Cole was that she was a talented singer, and that he loved her music. Nothing more. He had been adopted before he turned one through a closed adoption, and his adoptive mother, Mrs. Asa, had always made sure he felt loved, safe, and wanted. For most of his life, he didn't even realize he was adopted. The first time he started to suspect something was different was pretty random. His mom had him organize some boxes as a punishment, and when he opened one, he found his birth certificate. That's when he saw the name Frankie listed as his mother. He assumed maybe it was just a name change and didn't think much of it at the time. But everything changed one morning at school. The place was in chaos, and everyone was looking for him. Elijah had never watched reality TV, so he had no idea what was happening. A friend pulled him aside and told him that his name had come up on Keyshia Cole's reality show. On the show, she revealed that he was her brother and had been adopted years ago. Can you imagine how overwhelming that was? Suddenly, the entire school knew something he had never been told. His mom later confirmed the truth. She explained that because it was a closed adoption, no one from his biological family had information about him. She warned him not to try digging around on his own, because he might not like the family he eventually met. For Elijah, it was like his whole world had shifted in a single day, leaving him shocked, confused, and unsure what to do next. This moment marked the beginning of a journey full of questions, emotions, and unexpected revelations about his family and identity.
My mother, she sat on the edge of my bed as I was sitting in my chair, and she said, I am your mother. I may not have birthed you, but I am your mother. I chose you. At one point in your life, you're going to be able to make the choice if you want to see Your actual biological mother. I know you're young, and I know you have your life ahead of you, but these people, your mother and the family that you are biologically connected to, they have issues, they have problems, and there's a lot of things that you won't understand. And you're going to want to find them because they love you. I love you, and I'm protecting you.
Elijah's mom ran a daycare and also offered emergency housing for kids, so she probably knew more about Frankie and Keyshia Cole's family than she admitted. Her warning felt almost like a prediction, and soon Elijah would see just how true it was.
Here, and it's like, I wasted so much time of my life. I wasted so many moments that I could have been giving to the people that actually truly loved and cared about me. But instead, I chose a family and chased a family that didn't give a fuck if I was existing or not. Everything was stars, glitz, and glamour for them.
Elijah believed his adoptive mom was just trying to keep him away from his biological family, so he decided to take matters into his own hands. He reached out to an aunt who promised to help him connect with the relatives he had been searching for. At first, every attempt to meet them failed. Something always came up, or someone wasn't ready. Just as Elijah was about to give up, his aunt took him to one of Keyshia Cole's concerts. Backstage, he finally met Keyshia, who suggested he visit their house or their grandmother's home to talk and get to know the family better. At first, Elijah felt excited and hopeful, imagining a warm welcome after years of unanswered questions. But when he arrived, that hope quickly vanished. He realized that his biological family wanted him even less than he expected. Frankie, his birth mother, didn't even give him a chance. She told him immediately to leave, saying she couldn't accept a gay son. Elijah thought he must have misheard, but she repeated it several times, making her feelings painfully clear. The moment was crushing, leaving Elijah shocked, hurt, and questioning whether seeking his biological family had been worth it. It was a harsh lesson in rejection, showing him that not all family bonds are unconditional.
She points and she's like, Frankie, this your son, this your baby, come hug your baby. She looking dead at me at this point, and she's like, I ain't got no dick in a booty ass son. And I'm like, who the fuck is this lady talking to? Now, my natural instinct was just to ignore this motherfucking shit because I don't like to disrespect adults, but at the end of the day, you got me fucked up. Said, you got a dick in a booty ass son just like I got a crackhead for a mama. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Everybody's like, oh, no, don't do that. No. Oh, no, we gonna do that tonight.
As a teenager, Elijah hoped things would get better once his family got to know him. He tried to be patient and stayed around, giving them grace, but it quickly became clear he was only part of a storyline. Every day felt like a new lesson in embarrassment. He shared that one of his uncles had mistreated him, yet the family ignored it as if it never happened. Keyshia, who seemed interested at first, began avoiding him and would cancel conversations whenever he tried to discuss their earlier talks. Even when he invited the family to his high school graduation, they all declined. Keyshia even told him not to expect her to attend, saying he hadn't gone to her graduation either. The whole experience left Elijah feeling hurt, rejected, and used, showing him that family connections can be complicated and painful, even when he had hoped for love and acceptance.
Did ask me, she said, hey, did you ever continue school? I said, absolutely. I graduated college already. She was like, really? Oh my God, that's so good. I said, yeah, I would have invited you, but the last time I invited you anywhere, you told me that I had to come to your graduation. So, yeah, I see you didn't invite me to that college graduation.
Elijah went out of his way to connect with his biological family, but instead of being welcomed, it felt like he was being judged or misunderstood. They were the ones who had shared his name on TV, looking for a storyline, not him chasing attention. What started as curiosity, and even some frustration toward his adoptive mom, for keeping the adoption a secret, quickly turned into regret. He wished he had never met them and had listened to the warnings. Elijah described his biological family as broken and toxic. Even Keyshia, who seemed like she could rise above the chaos, got caught up in the same drama. In the end, he was exposed to many harsh realities his adoptive family had tried to protect him from, leaving him hurt, disillusioned, and questioning what family really means.
And I started to cry, and I didn't cry because of how Sam and Frankie and their relationship and how she just was never able to be a mother to all of us. I was crying because my mother was always right. Miss Asa was always right. And in that moment, I realized I wasted a lot of time trying to look for something that was never going to be there.
Elijah's story captured the internet because he went through so much he didn't deserve. Learning that Frankie was his birth mother and watching him try to connect with that family is heartbreaking. The drama and pain he faced are unbelievable, and his adoption journey is full of trauma. Keyshia Cole and his biological family treated him poorly, leaving him hurt and disappointed. His story is so intense, it feels like it belongs on Netflix. It really makes you think about family, loyalty, and forgiveness.